Hey, what's up everyone? Vegetarian Zombie here again, and welcome back to the 31st episode of my little 7 Days to Die Let's Play series. Here I am, I'm just picking up where the last episode left off, back at the work site, and we are continuing with the build. So we're going to put up these frames here, and let's get started. Here we go. So I've been thinking a lot about this. So since I don't need as much rebar as I thought I was planning to do, I'm actually going to make the central chimney in this to be entirely... Oh, that was a waste. I'm going to make the central chimney entirely out of rebar and build up. Now, some of you may be wondering why, or why do this now? Why build the chimney at the beginning? And the reason for that is, since this game has gravity, as you just saw, I have to build all the central elements of my house starting from the ground floor. So I can't create a central chimney. And the central chimney, by the way, if you don't know this, it's pretty much my escape area. The central chimney, so I can't build my house and then go back and retrofit everything like I've done in Minecraft, and so otherwise I could cause a collapse and the whole thing will just fall apart. And that's the last thing I want. So here we are here. And we're just about done. So, and the central chimney itself is going to be a rebar, which is pretty much going to be maybe a 2x2 area. And it's going to contain doorways on every single floor. So basically, as if I'm overrun in my house here, I'll be able to run to the central chimney, open up an iron door, and then get down to the basement. Now, getting down to the basement, if my house is overrun, that's not exactly a smart thing to do because the zombies are going to be sort of coming after me. Whoops, we'll get that one there. So how do we account for that? How do we get out of that problem? Because otherwise they'll just keep pouring in. The way we account for that problem is we make an escape hatch. And we do this right here. So let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we're going to go 7 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, let's see if this looks right. So that's going to be our central... does it look right? Let's take this one. All right. And now let's hammer this up. So this is going to have a door right here. And I'm going to be able to go through this door and just get out. And it's going to be an underground tunnel. So what I might do is build up some more sod and stuff around here. But before I do that, let's get this done here. I forgot about these corner pieces. Now that's gonna be a little hard. So I'm gonna leave these corners until I fill them up with cement, then I'll do the corner pieces. So the foundation is coming along pretty nicely. And I have to do the floor too. So for those of you who haven't worked with cement in this game, what you have to do is to make reinforced cement is to create rebars, and that's a matter of finding scrap metal, converting it into iron ingots, converting those iron ingots into forged metal, then converting that forged metal into iron pipes. You take those iron pipes and then you craft rebar frames. So as you can see, it's kind of an expensive process just to make rebar. Once you have your rebar, then you place it, like I'm doing here, and you cut down a lot of trees, and you then... Oh man, look at this one down. I made a mistake. Can I pick up that? Here, we'll get you. That's gonna bother me. Ah! Alright, well, the corners I guess won't have... Oh, that they're already set. Okay. Well, I guess that corner's not going to have any rebar. Gotcha. See, it's set right there. So can I pick up this? Probably not. Okay. So I just have to do this a little smartly. And it doesn't really matter, to tell you the truth, if that's not cemented in. But once you place your rebar, then the next thing you do is you then take a hammer or a crafting or something like a stone axe, and then you add wood. You just upgrade these things to have wood centers, and then once you have the wood in here, you can then drop the cement in. And creating the cement requires you finding stone and then making a mold for cement mix. So you take the stone, you put your mold in, you put it in your furnace, you drop in the stone, and you get cement mix. And then once you have your cement mix, you have to mix it with gravel. And then once you have your gravel, then you mix it with that, and then you have cement. And then you just do the pour. So it's not a cheap process. And when you look at it, all the building materials, and I went through them earlier today, the reinforced concrete is pretty much the best building material in the game. So it makes sense why they're trying to make it so hard. Now, for the case of my building, I'm only building the basement in reinforced concrete, and that's kind of almost silly when you think about it, because this is really best for perimeter walls. So I should do it above, because the zombies are going to have a really hard time breaking in here. But it just seems weird to have a basement made purely of wood and stuff. So I don't know. So I'm doing it all in cement. Kind of silly. This is kind of my first major build in 7 Days to Die. In the future, I wonder if I'll even have a basement, because the process of making a basement was it took so much time. I'm not going to be able to finish this. I'm going to cut down some trees. But that's pretty much... I just wanted this to be sort of a realistic feeling of a basement. Again, a little overkill. When I make the exterior of the house is going to be entirely made of wood. And I'm still trying to figure out what kind of materials I want to use for that. So I may just do, I think it's called old wood, and it requires a few tree stumps, and it looks kind of nice and everything, but it's not as strong. Oop, there we go. So we're all out. And excuse me. And then what I'll do is then build the floors and build everything out of that sort of older wood. It looks nice. It looks kind of cool. So this is all set. So I got to cut down trees to get the remaining of this. And this is that's our escape hatch. So let's just break open the auger now, and let's see exactly how that looks. And I still have some rebar frames. So this is how it's gonna work. Whoops. Let's see. As you can see, I summoned the idiots, and there we go. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna set this tunnel, how this is gonna work. So we'll come in here. I'll fill some dirt in there as well. Actually, I think I have some dirt here. And we'll throw some here. Oh, look at this. We'll pick that up. There we go. So we'll just come down here, and I believe I can hook up with my other mine system. But this is just if I'm being completely overrun. Yeah, I gotta throw some of these down. And we'll do it like this, like so. So, it's coming along. It's looking really nice now. Now, one thing I have to do before I head back and start collecting materials, I actually want to check out this. If I come over here, this is kind of this weird town I found. So let's do a little investigation first. The problem is I don't really have that much. I don't really have that much material, so I can't really afford to get into a fight. The other thing is, I was going to repair my club, my spike club, and I evidently went in the last episode and started crafting and forgot I was crafting. I do this a lot. Yeah, Yeah, look at, I just have one metal pipe. That's, you know, I'm just going to take these as well. Anything else of interest? Hunting rifle barrel. We'll take that. So the problem is, if you, when you're playing this, if you start crafting something... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh well. If you come into here and you just say craft something, I craft this down here, and then I leave and I forget that that's still there, and I save the game, everything in that crafting area is destroyed. So that's a bug. It shouldn't destroy it. I have lost so much stuff because of that. I think I recently lost 20 iron ingots, and yeah, it's as painful as it sounds. Sounds like a rabbit died somewhere. So let's see. I really don't. I'm not really set to do any sort of confrontation right now. But we'll see what we have. Hear footsteps. And what I'm really interested in is paper. And the reason I'm interested in paper is so I can make shotgun shells. So I'm going to try to avoid meeting with these guys. And let me bring out my axe here. Yeah, all my weapons are pretty horrendous. Oh, we got a... What did I do with my crossbow? Here, let's take this. Move this here. I am going to take these guys out. Oh! That is one lucky deer. There we go. Come on, bleed out. There we go. From what I hear is that... Look at that. Lovely clipping. Oh, I should take the animal fat too. Make some candles, because I'm going to need that. It's just based off of all the random zombies spawning. Oh, there he goes. Oh, gotta get him. I'm running low on food, so it's kind of important I stock up while I can. And of course, I'm smelling... Oh, didn't get him? Of course not. I think I might have got him. And we got a piggy. There he goes. Let's see what we have. I think this was the direction. Yep, there he is. So once I get the here we nice. I'll take this. Once I got the house, sort of the basement done, we'll get this pig too. Oh, missed him. These pigs have strange hitboxes on them. Now that could have been a legitimate miss. I couldn't tell, but I have shot them many times where they they're just impossible to hit. There we go. Got to hit them dead on. Let's get this guy. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. All right. This is one of the eager zombies. Oh. Really can't afford to be hit right now. Axe isn't my exactly preferred weapon. So the plan is, here we got some pork, and we'll take some animal fat. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have my sniper rifle, so I'm not very keen on using it though, to tell you the truth. Take this, and it's 3:30. I wonder if there's an option that you can change that to just regular time versus military time, because I hate doing math. Do math all the time, and doing math on my days off, it's just not something I appreciate. So this is kind of like this weird bugged out house, and I wonder if this is due to upgrading from version 9 to 10. We can just go in here and check things out. Purses tend to have a lot of stuff in them. Oh my god, I'm completely looted up. This is not a good time to loot. Alright, So that's nothing I'm looking for. I'm really looking for paper. That's my primary. You know, I'm just going to toss that. And, of course, cars always have a good source of gas in them. Let's see. And they're getting closer. The feet are getting closer. Nothing I want. I was here earlier when I was looking for stuff, and I was completely I don't know, just completely shocked by this stuff. Let's take this. We got some gas, so that's nice. That's a good plus. Anything in here? So here's some shells if we want to do some de-shelving. Could do that at some point. I was going through the mines, and I don't know. I kind of think my shelving plan is still kind of good, because even though I only get 4 per shelf, I can get... Oh, I want to take this. Even though I just get 4 per shelf, I still get a lot. I get a lot in the time. Yeah, she took a lot there. There we go. I'm guessing. Just gonna run by you. Oh, she got me. She got the cheap smack. I'm in no condition to actually put up a fight. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head back to my base, my temporary base, which has been actually permanent through the entire series. You know, it's gonna be funny. By the time I actually finish my home, it's gonna be like the map gets corrupted or something like that. I have to restart all over again, which is something I do not want to do. And I'm just gonna be living in my home for maybe two or 3 seconds. Oh God. Yeah, I'm in no condition to fight. That last horde really took the wind out of my sails. So let's... Oh yeah, and I'm hungry too. I don't think I brought enough food. Okay, so I'm gonna head back, and I will meet you back at the main base. So see you there. Hey everyone, welcome back. As you can see, we're back at my base, and I've kind of lost track of the days. So I'm not too sure if this is a horde night or what, but I'm hearing dogs outside. I just heard a buzzy bee, a hornet. There he is, flying overhead. So maybe that was just a random dog running in through here. Well, okay. So I'm busy converting my stone into small stones. And my small stones are going to be used to make my cement mix. Well, it's going to be used to make gravel, which will then be used to make my cement mix. So I come in here, and let's see. So right here you can see we have 199 cement mix. So I'm going to mix it with the gravel. That will give me my cement. Again, it's just a grindy process. You can see here I've been collecting these candy tins. So some of you may be noticing just earlier, I was having some inventory issues, but I wouldn't get rid of those. And the reason is because you can use them to make landmines. And later off in the game, what I'll be doing is once I get my home set up, I want to have columns that will force zombies to walk through certain routes around my house. Naturally, I'll be walking above the columns, but so the zombies will walk through the columns and they'll just blow themselves up. That's the idea. But I'm kind of low, and actually, I wonder if really... There we go. 72. Perfect. So, let's come in here. Let's see if I can make a candy tin. I guess not, because that would be great if I could make those, not have to collect them. But you can see here we have air filter manhind, cub hat. Well, I guess I can find those. Tin manhind. Tin landmine. That's what I'm thinking of. This is the air filter landmine, and a land clam. No, we're not going to be making those. So now I'm going to take this, And I believe it's half and half to make gravel. Oh, jeez. Gravel. Oh, it takes 4 of them. Okay, so let's see how much. We get 80. So as you can see, it's kind of an expensive process, and it's 6 minutes, and this is why I beefed up the timer. I actually got rid of the craft timers. Like, seriously, this is too much. It's just too excessive if you want to do anything for a long anything that requires a big build. It's just going to take forever. Now, so what I'll probably do is I'm going to probably stop the recording briefly, stop the timers, get everything all set up, and then next time we should meet, we'll be back at the work site with some more cement, and hopefully we'll finish some of the walls at least. Fingers crossed. So we will see. See you then. Hey everyone, welcome back. Here we are back at the work site again, and you can see I crafted a whole bunch of wood, got myself a whole bunch of cement. Let's finish this up. So yeah, this is coming along pretty nicely. There we go. Yeah, lay it on. So, when this was recorded, maybe a few days after the event, as some of you probably know, H1Z1 was finally released to early access. And wow. What a mess that turned out to be. I'm not aware. The game had been having tons... Oh, geez, look at this. I'm going to have to... It's been having tons of server stability issues. Basically, every problem that every major online game has come out with, H1Z1's had. And there's been a lot of controversy with it, too. Big thing being the airdrops. And it's an in-game mechanic so that you can basically call in for supplies, and then supposedly this plane will fly overhead and drop some supplies on you. And what it will do is it'll drop health, food, and I believe guns to you. And supposedly the design intent of the airdrops was so that, you know, you would call in for help, they would drop help on you, and then what would happen is you would have to fight to keep your items. So if other people seize the airdrop, they can get it too. And this is called out. Oh, look at this! We got a floor. Our floor is done. Basically, people have accused Sony of creating a pay-to-win system. So you can't find your own guns. Well, I can just call in an airdrop, and they will drop them in on me, and voila! I don't have to worry about finding guns and stuff. And this is really made people upset. Well, for one thing, it's a Sony game, and it's a free-to-play game, so I don't know exactly what you'd be expecting in that case. I've looked at their pricing structures in their other games, and they're pretty crazy about it. But they've offered refunds to people who are really upset about this, and it's just the beginning, honestly. As far as Sony's concerned, I think you're going to see a lot more crazy stuff coming from in the future. I mean, they're making a massive investment into this game, and they're giving it away for free, so they're going to want some money back from it. And the game itself is having just tons of issues, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it's the first, quote, major release of the new year. It's from a major studio, and it's released in this terrible buggy state. It's like, man, what does the game industry come to these days? You know, everything seems just to be thrown together, released so buggily, you know, and where we, the consumers, purchase it under early access, I use that in quotes, and so we're basically being paid beta testers. It really it's very depressing, I think, in a way. Here, let's seal this up right here. Now, this game is early access, and I was really on the fence about buying that, just for that reason. Get out of here. Here's the problem with my new mouse, is the mouse wheel is super sensitive. There we go. So I was on the fence about this game. But this game, and the developers have really shown to be really responsive, and they listen to the community and so forth. And so it didn't really seem too much of a risk in that regard. But still, I don't know, it makes me uncomfortable for all these games. I mean, especially the way games have been released so broken and buggy lately. It's just such a bad... I think it's a bad direction for the industry itself. So, in any case, a lot of big streamers are doing that. You should check it out. The game looks pretty good, but again, it's super buggy. I was watching one streamer, Co-Carnage, play it, and it was hilarious. He was driving a car, and the car literally took off the ground, started flying through space, started doing cartwheels and stuff. His face was hilarious. He's like, what? And then it just went, beyond the bounds of the world. So, oh, I forgot to. Oh, well. Well, I guess we won't have to worry about that inside corner. Well, the zombies know my weakness. And it was flying through corners and everything, and his face was hilarious. And then ultimately, the car righted itself. I think a lot of the issues, from what I'm hearing, has to do with lag. So, once Sony fixed those lag issues, and of course, there's not a lot of loot in the game, supposedly, So anyway, check it out at your own risk. It's $20 right now for H1Z1, and personally, I would wait. I'm not beta testing, but I will say there is an early access game that I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of soon called The Long Dark, and that is really high quality. So these two games, 7 Days to Die and The Long Dark, are my two early access titles. Wow, look at that. So we're almost done. We can see we got the walls here pretty much set. So once those dry, those boards, you'll see those boards just start to disappear. And then we'll have our cement wall. And let's put our remaining pieces here. Like that. And let's hammer this in. Not bad, huh? Oh, did I have a rebar behind there? Oh, maybe not. It's just a weird rendering issue. And we'll just put some right here too. And then, once we have that, what I'll do while I'm off camera is calculate the chimney, the central chimney. So I'm guessing it's going to go something like, this is just a rough estimate. It's going to go something like this. We're going to go like this, and I think I want to make it, we'll make it a 2x2. Whoops. So it'll be something like this, and this isn't the exact center. And then what I'll do is have a door here, maybe a door here, and a door here. So 4 doors or 3 doors. Maybe I'll just have 2 doors, like so, something like that. And this will go all the way up, and it will just go up the length of the house. And so this will be my only way into the basement. It's going to be my only way up to the large portions. And it's going to be set like an airlock. So I'll go up, hit one level. I think I hear a horde coming at me. And then ultimately, if there's any trouble, we'll run down here, we'll climb down here, and then we'll go through our escape portal here. And this will have an iron door as well. Well, this was a rather construction-y episode. I hope you enjoyed it. As you can see, this is coming along well. And yeah, we got the makings of a house. I think I hammered this in yet. So I want to thank you all for watching this Let's Play. I hope you've had a good time. Oh yeah, we got a budget horde right here. Oh, and by the way, I fixed my spiked club, as I shall demonstrate. Alright everyone, thanks again for watching. I appreciate you following this Let's Play. If you get a chance, give it a good old like, and if you're enjoying the content, feel free to subscribe. I would certainly appreciate that. Thanks again, and I will catch you in the next episode.